And shifting focus to East Africa, 2 Kenyan human rights activists have gone missing in Uganda. The activists, Njagi and Nicholas Oyoo, have been reportedly abducted by armed men while attending a campaign event of Uganda's opposition leader Bobi Wine. Wine says the pair was picked up, mafia-style, at a petrol station and driven off to an unknown destination. Ugandan police have reportedly denied having the 2 in their custody, but the Kenyan government says it is working to ensure their safe release. Now, Bobi Wine, a pop star whose real name is Robert Kyagulanyi, is running for the presidency in Uganda's next year's election. Now, he is the main challenger of the 80-year-old President Yoweri Museveni. He has held power since 1986. Now, Bobi Wine says the 2 Kenyans were being targeted by the Ugandan government because they were associated with him. Human rights groups have raised concerns over yet another enforced disappearance in the region. Several similar cases in recent years have sparked widespread condemnation and have raised fears that East African governments may be working together to contain dissent. Now, activist Bobi Wine was also picked up in Kenya last year by masked men. This was during a wave of abductions targeting government critics amid large protests. He remained missing for over a month before resurfacing after a court ordered police to produce him. He later recounted the harrowing conditions in captivity, including isolation and being denied food for most of the days. Now, earlier this year, Kenyan activist Boniface Mwangi and his Ugandan counterpart, Agatha Otoher, were detained in Tanzania, and they were in the country to support the detained opposition politician Tundu Lissu. Now, they were held without contact with anyone for days before being abandoned at their respective national borders. Now, they later recounted brutal mistreatment, including sexual abuse by Tanzanian authorities. The Tanzanian police dismissed the allegations as hearsay. Now, talking about Uganda, another opposition figure, Kizza Besigye, mysteriously disappeared in Nairobi last year, only to surface 4 days later in a military court in Uganda, where he was charged with treason. Ugandan security agencies have often been accused of orchestrating the detention of opposition politicians and rivals while not in uniform. It is seen as a method used to avoid accountability and to intimidate political opponents. Such cases highlight the continuing risks faced by human rights activists in East Africa and the challenge of holding governments accountable for enforced disappearances and political repression.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka-charge mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Skali radikali.
Japanese,
$1 trilhão euro mo.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.